Hi guys, Michelle Jones here for Cuppa with Michelle. And today we have an amazing topic on attraction marketing and online businesses. Now, why is attraction marketing important? If you guys have been able to check out my stories this week, it was all about how in this day and age, if there's any message that you want to give out to people, if you're trying to get people to notice your posts or your products, you need to be able to attract them into your posts, into your content, into your page, to be able to sell your products to them, or to just have them know what it is that you're doing. So if you're a practitioner, for example, like myself, you want people to know that you're a naturopath, a herbalist, a coach, and you want them to know how to get in touch with you. And attraction marketing plays a big role in that. Now, I have here today Diana Reyes, and Diana is an amazing attraction marketer. She's an amazing entrepreneur based in the Philippines who's actually managed to make a huge income online. Shouldn't say managed, because it really is about learning how to do it correctly. And she figured it out. And she's got people from all over the world buying her product online. So I invited Diana here today to give us some inputs on how we can actually set up our own businesses online and what she went through to actually get it done. So hi, Diana. Thanks for joining me today.
Hi, Michelle. Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here watching this video.
Diana, I should have added that you're already a millionaire in online business. We're not talking about thousands here, guys. We're not talking about hundreds and thousands. We're talking about millions here. Am I right?
Yeah, when you're on an online space, everything is possible. And I think there's no cost in the time and in the space. It's really just about your message and how you attract people.
That's right. I think that's what I love about the digital age, the online space, because my gosh, when I started building my business, although we had internet already, I'm not that old, we had internet back then, but it's a very different time. I remember the only way we could attract people into our businesses were mostly via emails or via calls or text messages. It wasn't about you putting your information out there for everyone from the different parts of the globe to actually get it, to actually see it. So how did you get into, or how do you think about going online or putting your business online?
Yeah, to be honest, Michelle, it all started during the pandemic. I think every one of us have already seen the value of being in an online or digital space during that time. So I was wondering, how can I promote my product when that hit? And, traditionally we used to do it by referrals, we visit homes. But right now, with that situation in hand, I was thinking, how can I get my message out there? How can I attract people rather than chase them? And most of all, how can I create a brand where people will go there to find what they're looking for and what problems can I solve using that kind of opportunity. So when I first did that, it was so funny. I didn't know how to use Instagram. I didn't know how to use this, lives and everything. But, you'd have friends somewhere in your life that would tell you, go online, go do this and go do that. And, I think one of the things that helped me was not to think about it too much and I just went for it. That's how it really started.
Oh, I love that. I love how you've just, jumped into it. And that's right. A lot of us struggled because even for practitioners like myself, we couldn't just continue holding office. There are a lot of clinics that actually closed down. A lot of people were concerned about having people in their clinics, although compared to, I guess, a lot of other countries, here in Australia, we were luckier because not all the practices had to close for a very long time. Depending on what state you lived in, practices didn't really get as badly affected as the shutdowns that happened in the Philippines, in Indonesia, in India, in Singapore. So we're very lucky in that sense. But because everyone wanted to safeguard themselves, there were a lot of restrictions, there are a lot of difficulties, and the number of people that also went into shops, into clinics, into groceries just went down. So no matter what your business was, you were affected,
Yeah, you have to evolve around situation. And I think that was a huge eye opener. I like what you said, right? That there are different restrictions in every country. It's really about you evolving yourself in the disruption. And I think that when I did that, I started with a selfie, and it's really establishing that essence of letting go of me looking good or my shyness. You really have to start it if you want to live a freedom lifestyle. You want to live in a way that you own your time and you know what to do about it. You just really need to put yourself out there 24/7. And what's interesting about online is that you are there 24/7. You don't need to be there physically, but your contents, your value in the marketplace will be there 24/7.
That's really great input. That's right. That's something I guess that people don't realize. They feel like the time they spend on their phones looking at social media is the only time that they're actually seen as being online. So when you started, I loved how you said, you did your selfie first, but if someone were to start from not knowing much about Facebook, or if you were just posting, I guess, family pictures for family members to see, what are the first steps? Could you maybe just give us 3 steps that they need to do to actually get started and I guess kind of open all of a sudden their Facebook page to or Facebook profiles to everyone else seeing what they're doing?
Yeah, I love what you shared. No, you really have to choose a platform that you want to use. I think the first step that I really did was to also introspect. What is my message? What brand do I want to put out there? Or, your personal page, your personal profile in different platforms will be just personal. When you want to attract a lot of people, you have to make it a business page so that you can attract unlimited leads, right? So, like example, Facebook, you're only limited to 5,000 people. Whereas you create a Facebook page, you're unlimited. So you have to also ground yourself around it to separate your personal profiles versus business profiles. And there's real credibility when you create public profiles or business profiles. So that's where I really started. It's determining what problem do I solve, what will be my message, and how will I put that brand out there before I even started. I did this mistake, right? I mentioned I just took a selfie for the starter, but that was because I was still learning. And right now, when you come to think about what your message really is, I think that's a smart first step that you can do so that you know who you are in the marketplace. Because to tell you honestly, online is such a noisy place. You can't be heard unless you have this impact, that you have this something that would serve the world. So it's not just really about the likes, the following. It's really about the conversion. For us online marketers out there, it's how you convert. So that's the first one, really building your brand and your message. And the second one, I think, is to really create massive amounts of contents. Because as I've said, right, in the online space right now, you cannot be heard if you just post once a day. That's the hard truth, guys. You have to post at least 3 to 4 contents for a start, no? So you really want to plan that out so that you don't get overwhelmed or you don't get what do you call this? You don't lack contents. So you want to plan that out. If you are serious about the business that you're in the online platform, I think that would be something that you want to commit on, is to really create lots and lots of contents. And the thing about right now is because you are not just creating it, you have a lot of tools that you can actually use. There's a lot of things in the internet, related literatures that you can actually read on. So there's really abundant amounts of contents that you can create. And I think that you just have to really be committed in looking for them. So again, first one is branding and messaging. The second one is content creation. But last but not the least, what is your message and how will you convert now, right? I mean, you have to have a call to action every time in your posts, in your videos, and know your platform, guys. I think this is one tip that I can give you. Will this platform show this content to the people that you're already friends with? Or will this content will this platform show this content to people who don't know you yet? What you want is the people that don't know you yet. Strangers. You want total strangers. I know we have this belief system, right? That strangers are bad and all of this. We were taught as kids, but everything you want in life is in a stranger somewhere out there. So you want to be clear around that so that you will be able to attract the people that you want to be in your platform as well. Because one of the things that I want to share is, as online marketers, you want the cream of the crop. You don't want everyone in your platform, especially if you have, you're in high ticket sales, high ticket marketing, and it's not just, getting everyone on board. You gotta get the dream market that you want. And that will only come out if your branding, messaging, your contents, and your conversion is laid out in a beautiful manner. I hope you got something from that,
I
Michelle.
love that. I've been writing down notes because I was going to type it and I thought, oh, no, I gotta write. So I'm just gonna summarize it a bit, and just with everyone else, whether or not you're just starting from nothing, this is something that's really good to just take note of. If you're wanting to start a business online or even dabble in it or try it, get started with setting up a page. Facebook has got their own tutorials on YouTube that you can actually watch in how to set up a page. But the most important thing is, what do you want to be seen as? Who do you want to be seen as? What's your persona going to be on that page? So that's the branding. That's what Diana meant with, know what your message is and know who you are. So if you're a practitioner, for example, do you want to be seen as a weight loss specialist? Do you want to be seen as a detox guru, an anti-aging person? Find out who you are. If you're currently working in an office, maybe you have something to share with them in terms of, efficiency at work. So you have to be a bit more formal.
Yeah. As you mentioned, Michelle, you need to determine what and who you are in the marketplace. I think specificity, simplicity, and conciseness is important, because as we know right now, the attention span of people is just getting, the littlest thing as possible. I even read this online. Goldfish has, they have higher attention span than people. That's why you got to be concise, simple. Even a 7-year-old will get what you're saying online. I think that's also something that I can add on to that.
That's right. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yes. So find out who you are, find out how you want people to see you, and have a message. So be concise in your branding, because when you create your cover photo, it's got to give you a one-liner of what it is that you're doing or what it is that you can solve. Because I love how Diana said, remember, you have to be able to solve a problem that's out there. You will have the solution. Not everyone is thinking the same way, right? So don't think that, oh, my message is out there already, everyone knows what I have to say. That's not true. So have a message. I love content. Now, just with content, there's so much content out there that you can put on. And I'm just wondering, with you, do you find, or do you follow certain rules on content? Because when you read social media information, or when you watch gurus, some of them give quotes, some of them show photos, some of them have like this long story that they put on their
Yeah.
posts, some just have like one-liners. So is there a right and wrong way of actually choosing the content that you're going to be putting?
Yeah, I love what you said, right? There's a lot of ways you can create contents. There are actually like more than 70 ways to create contents out there. So what I would suggest, if you're a startup and you want to really kickstart in a big way, is not limit yourself in posts. Do videos. You know, people right now, when they see long posts, they will just, swipe next and everything. But when you create video, it's like you are connecting through them, through your message. And whatever it is that you have to say in a long manner, you can actually say it on video. It's more of a connection that you're creating. So honestly, when it comes to structures and rules in contents, I don't put any. As much as I can give out there, and that's perfect. What we do right now, though, I'll give you a little tip, is that we have one post, 3 videos a day, and then we have stories, lots of stories, guys. I mean, honestly, who scrolls for post? Just stories, right, Michelle? So do stories, do videos. And another tip, I'm giving out so much here, do TikTok. Not limit yourself to Facebook. Do TikTok, do Instagram Reels, do Twitter, any platform that has not been saturated is a good platform for you to start. You would want to really put yourself out there, becoming
Awesome.
really out of the comfort zone. That's for me.
That's so cool. I love that. Actually, yesterday was the first time I said I was never going to dance
TikTok.
on social media. That's right. I met up with a few girls yesterday, and they called everyone to do this TikTok move. And I thought, oh my God, here we go. I'm being pulled out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
And that's right. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun, so it looked funny, but it made me laugh watching us do it as well. You don't have to be perfect, because no one can relate to someone who's so perfect, right?
Exactly, exactly. And you want to be relatable to your audience. They don't want this perfection. When we were so used to see this, when they see authenticity every time, they would want to follow you, they want to like your page and see your contents. And that's how you attract. Because like Michelle, right? When you dance, when you show your talents, when you show your thoughts, you also attract people just like you. And you want those like-minded people in your platform.
That's right. That's right. I like that. That's right. Because, when you have friends, your friends relate to you. What you're looking
Yeah,
for on social media are people similar to you, thinking the same
exactly.
way, wanting the same things, so you can relate with each other. That's right. I love that. Okay. So you've shared with us your post, video, story, TikTok. When you say call to action, because there's so many platforms on social media, is there a specific place where you put your call to action? I heard a lady yesterday, and this is the first time I ever thought about it, because she said TikTok. TikTok
Yeah.
in my head is just a place where you go and do crazy, silly stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
think about when I hear TikTok, because that's where people dance. That's where people do, all these funny things. But this lady said she got so many leads on TikTok, and I'm thinking, what? Leads on TikTok? I mean, is TikTok a good place to put leads? Are all the social media platforms a good place to put leads? Or are you supposed to funnel them, or another good word is to direct them? Are you better off directing them to one platform?
Yeah. What's interesting about what you said, right? There's a lot of call to action that you can create. like what you said, you can create a funnel, you can lead them to a link somewhere, go to a website or message you. So it doesn't really matter as long as you catch the lead. You get their email, you got to build your email list and all of these things. And for me, here in the Philippines, what's really working for us is, when they follow your page, that's a call to action. Guys, if you want to see more about this, follow our page. Or we always put a call. I put my number out there because there are people who really like your content and they're so ready to go for it. But if you lead them to a lead funnel and all of this stuff, it gets complicated. So as simple as you can create a call to action, simple as a call, text, message, direct. Because how I found in the online business that I am in, you really need to be very quick in responding. What's important is you are there to catch the lead, because those leads, after 2 hours of them messaging or performing the call to action, after that their interest gets called right away. So it's really a matter of you becoming ready for that lead as well. And what's interesting, Michelle, I just want to put this out there, right? Because a lot of people think that TikTok is just for silliness and all of this, but it's actually right now, it's an educational platform already. I don't know, but here in the Philippines, in TikTok, you see dances, you see all of these stuffs, but most of the videos in TikTok here is educational. So they educate you about finances, about online marketing. You know, it goes back to what is your branding? How do you want to talk or communicate to people? You can do it in a, tips video, like, okay, this is top 3 tips in doing this and that. So there's really a lot of things that you can actually do. And honestly, in my business right now, I feel like I'm just performing like 5 to 10% of what I can actually do in the marketplace. There's just a lot of things to do there.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Diana. I don't want to take too much of your time. I love all this information that you've given my group, my viewers. And if you guys want more information, if you want us to have Diana here again, let me know. Leave a message and ask us your questions so that the next time we actually have her over, we can ask her those questions.
Definitely.
Thank you for joining me in Cuppa with Michelle, Diana, and I look forward to seeing you again next time. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.